It seems like there's a new #1 image generator in town called Seedream 3.0, which is possibly beating out ChatGPT's image generator, and that one is at least top 2 image generators of now. Check it out. You saw in that video that they had some really crisp and amazing images from there. They said that we are officially launching Seedream 3.0, a native high-resolution bilingual image generation foundation model. So it works for both Chinese and English. Seedream 3.0 delivers significantly enhanced capabilities. It supports native 2K resolution output, offers faster response speeds, generates more accurate small text improvements, text layouts enhancements. It also has enhanced aesthetics and structural quality and demonstrates excellent fidelity and detailed performance. And it said that they've been doing good with the evaluations, being the top for multiple evaluation. They said compared to the previous model, Seedream 2.0, they employ several innovative strategies to address existing challenges, including limited image resolution, complex attributes, adherence, fine-grained typology generation, and suboptimal visual aesthetics and fidelity. They said they expanded their data tier by about 100%, so basically doubling it, with a novel dynamic sample mechanism operating across 2 orthogonal axes, image cluster distribution, and textual semantic coherence. In this image here, you see that Seedream ranks first in artificial analysis image arena leaderboards, and they're up against, of course, Seedream 2.0, Imagen 3, Ideogram 3.0, Flux 1.1, and Midjourney V6.1, which are some heavy hitters, especially Ideogram, as well as Midjourney. These are some big hitters. They don't have ChatGPT up here. I don't know for what, but maybe just because when they was making this comparison, it wasn't out yet, but it's still pretty good. But they basically said that it has higher resolution, comprehensive capability enhancements, so it's better with now text as well as just overall quality and aesthetics. They said it excels in small font generation, Chinese character accuracy, and high aesthetic long text layout. The model tackles industry challenges in small text generation and long text layouts with graphic design outputs surpassing manually designed templates from platforms like Canva, which they call them out specifically. So basically they're saying we can generate images that surpass what you may see on sites like Canva. They also said it's lightning fast generation experience through multiple innovations, acceleration technologies. Inference costs are significantly reduced. End-to-end generation of 1K resolution image now takes about 3 seconds. So that's pretty good. Here's another graph of, you see that Seedream surpasses other models in terms of image text matching, structure, and aesthetics. And of course, they're up against the same people. You see Seedream 3.0, 2.0, Imagen 3, Ideogram 3, Flux 1.1 Pro, and Midjourney V6.1. Here are some examples of the aesthetic typography for small text and long text content. It says more precise generations. As you see here, it has a mix of English and Chinese. It looks like a poster, like some type of event poster or something. Also here, almost looks like a movie poster, but it's in Chinese. Another one right here, but that's also in Chinese with this man with the curtains, and it looks like he was writing on some sheets or like some type of cloth. They also have another one where it has French. Almost looks like this could be a cover of a book, but you can tell with like balloons in the background, the city in pink, and the polka dots on the ground. This actually looks pretty good. They also have another one that has a mix of Chinese and English, so they can have both of them on the same image, as well as you see like bird in the background. This all looks pretty good. This is literally as good as some digital artist out there. Even this one where it's more of a art style, not really human aesthetic, but it also has Chinese lettering, even on the bridge, and then this house, and then this city right here. Once Upon a Time in Paris exhibition, and it's yellow and it looks pretty good. So you've seen a variety of different ones, going from more animated cartoonish to more realistic with, well, you see at the very top with the movie poster. They also have claims that this is very hyper realistic when it comes to visual aesthetics, more immersive in experience, and they do look really good. Where I see this little girl with pigtails, I would not be able to tell this was not a real photo of somebody. Somebody just said, hey, this is my daughter. I would believe that. Same thing with these cars that they took like a still frame of them coming around the track. And this one does look AI generated. Well, I want to say AI generated, but it definitely looks altered, of course, because it has almost like a statue blowing up a balloon. Even this old lady sipping tea, and the family eating food, even the guy getting pizza out the oven and everything. They do even have different types of aesthetics to it, with like this woman whose hair is blowing in the wind, but it's like lit very differently, where it has a more like a orangish light on her face, but a bluish greenish light on her body. These are real pictures of somebody maybe traveling, or somebody sending a postcard back, even with this person biking, or this person leaning up against a car, or somebody just walking through China. And you can see they even have Chinese words on the freaking side of the buildings, which makes it even more amazing. They said they have native 2K high resolution output, more efficient adaptation. And these are crystal clear, where you see these people in the market. There's multiple people and it looks really good. I'm pretty sure if you start zooming in to certain people, you'll start seeing more issues with the aesthetics. But the one with this girl is taking a picture of herself with her hands up is really good. It looks very high quality. Even this one of, it seems like some type of religious sculpture or painting, that one looks amazing. All this actually looks amazing, even with the hot air balloon and this bug, even with this drink where the zoom in of the ice bubbling up, and this sea creature. That does look very Midjourney-esque. Even look at this paint droplet or this car. This is really good. And here's another graph of the results of Artificial Analysis Arena, which is one that rates which image generator is the best. And the Seedream by ByteDance 3.0 is at the top. Right below it is ChatGPT 4.0. I think they keep on flip-flopping, where I've seen ChatGPT go up at the top, but I guess at the time of them actually having this, Seedream 3.0 was at the top. It's interesting to see that Recraft V3 and Ideogram are a little bit lower than I would have thought, with Recraft being actually third. Very interesting. They actually put it up against the other image generators: Ideogram 3.0, Midjourney V6.1, Seedream 2.0, and Flux 1.1 Pro. And you see right here in this image, they said an alignment comparison. The prompt was two boys are in a haunted house. The boy in the front looks frightened while the boy behind him appears calm. And you can definitely tell that Seedream 3.0 kind of got it correct. The boy in front does look frightened, but the boy in the back doesn't necessarily looks calmer for sure, but looks like he's also in some type of shock. But he's definitely doing better than some of the other ones. You see Midjourney, both of the boys look shocked. Seedream 2.0, I think actually did a little bit better, because he does look a little bit more calmer as far as the prompt, but the aesthetics look really good. Even the fact that in Seedream 3.0, look at the environment. It looks like, hey, this is why it's scary. It gives you hints and references that this is maybe why this thing is so scary. Ideogram 3.0 actually didn't do too bad either, but I do like the juxtaposition with Seedream better. But I do think the boy behind Ideogram 3.0 does look a little bit more calmer. We did another one with people dancing, and they did it with the same group of image generators. It's another structure comparison. Prompt: two 14-year-old boys dressed in Y2K style perform a one-handed ground move on stage as a part of a breakdancing routine. They gave a disclaimer that says this image may cause discomfort because, of course, the hallucinations. Seedream looks pretty good. You do see the one-handed on the ground by one of the boys. Actually, both of them have one hand. Seedream 2.0, you can see that one of the boys have two hands down there. Midjourney is spazzing with one of them, where the guy has broken his arm or something. Ideogram 3.0, they nailed the one hand prompt, at least on the ground. And Flux 1.1 just lost the whole plot. But I do think Seedream 3.0 does look more visually appealing, and it does look like this is still from some type of competition or something. They also did more comparisons. This is an aesthetic comparison. A prompt: a girl, one eye is purple and the hair on the side is blue. The other eye is blue and the hair on that side is purple. Realistic. So this is testing to see how it does when it comes to the aesthetics. So basically the eyes are purple and blue, but the head should be, the hair at least, should be the different color. So if it's blue eyes, it should be purple hair. If it's purple eyes, the hair on that side should be blue. And you see Seedream 3.0 actually got that correct. You see Seedream 2.0 did not get that at all with the person having both blue eyes, but Seedream 3.0 has the eyes. It didn't specify which side the eyes were, but it doesn't really matter. Flux 1.1 Pro actually doesn't do too bad here. Midjourney V 6.1 does do a really good job of I like the aesthetic of it, but I think the color of the hair is the same color as the eyes, where the eyes should be inverse to the actual eye color. Same thing with Imogen 3, where the eyes are right. They both have different eye colors, but the hair should be inverse. Even though I do like Imogen's 3 like output, it does look very realistic, but it doesn't do the prompt, and Seedream 3.0 does better. But that's not it. They also have these stickers, and it's a design comparison. They say sticker series design. They say sticker 1, a monkey is grinning with the text happy below. Sticker 2, the monkey wears sunglasses with the text cool below. Sticker 3, the monkey is holding a flower with a shy expression with the text shy below. Sticker 4, the monkey looks surprised with the text surprise below. And that's like the top row for each different image and how it came out. The bottom prompt is chibi character, girl, full body, street dance, 3 view drawing. So you see at the top, they definitely got it absolutely correct with Seedream. You see that the monkeys with the expressions, and it got it right, even with the holding the flower. Seedream 2.0 got some of it. You see that all the monkeys do not have text underneath all of them, and you see that almost across the board. Imogen 3 doesn't do that as well. Ideogram 3.0 actually doesn't do too bad either. It has the happy, has the cool, has the surprise, and it has the shy, with the monkey holding the flower somewhat, but I do think that Seedream 3.0 did it a little bit better. Midjourney, Imogen 3, and Seedream 2.0 just didn't really do it too well. But for Seedream, when it comes to the girl characters, it does do a 3 view drawing for all of them. For all of the models, it did pretty good. They all do full body, and I don't think none of them do too bad at this, but I do lean a little bit towards Ideogram 3.0 and Seedream 3.0. I think Ideogram needs to be a little bit higher up there, which maybe it's a personal bias because I do like Ideogram a lot. But at least in Ideogram 3.0, that the girl actually looks like they're breakdancing. Seedream looks very fashionable, like the person is more so, well, wearing street attire and just modeling it off. They even had an evaluation where it did text rendering evaluations against Seedream 3.0, 2.0, Recraft, Ideogram 2.0, Imogen 3, Flux 1.1, and Midjourney 6.1. And it does really good. Of course, Seedream 3.0 does the best, but I do want to point out they didn't have Ideogram 3.0 on here. Neither do they have Midjourney version 7 on here. So I do wonder how it handles Midjourney and Ideogram 3.0. I may have to do a video on how this goes head to head against the latest and greatest. But here's some text rendering where you have Seedream 3.0, Midjourney V 6.1, Flux 1.1 Pro, Seedream 2.0, Ideogram 2.0, Recraft V3, and ChatGPT 4.0 when it comes to image generation with text. They said text rendering comparison, prompt a captivating and vibrant image, 3D render featuring 7 colors, ornate belt mugs, each adorned with a heart and displaying bold text representing the days of the week, lunes, martis, marcoles, and some other names on their mugs. Says these lively mugs are filled with whimsical felt smoke and they elegantly float in a dreamily enchanted atmosphere. The diverse array of floating flowers adds depth and dimension to the scene, while the soft baby blue background harmoniously complements the design, fashion, illustration, typography, 3D rendering, painting. And you see here, Seedream 3.0 actually did good. You see the smoke and everything. And you see that they all did pretty good when it comes to these images. I think Seedream looks the most prompt aligned so far when I'm looking from left to right, but they're not bad. Even Seedream 2.0 didn't do too bad, but it does seem like they repeated some of the names and they didn't get all the names right. At least with Seedream 3.0, you can clearly see the names and the smoke that they were talking about. I think ChatGPT also did a really good job when you get the names right, and their depiction of the smoke is coming out of the mug instead of it surrounding it. Flux 1.1 Pro actually didn't do too bad. Ideogram, it's hard to read some of this stuff, but it's cool to see how they all depicted the smoke a little bit differently. I almost feel like it's more of an aesthetic choice than it is who did better. Here's also some text rendering of Seedream 3.0, where they had one of a newspaper, a book, a couple books, a street sign, person wearing a shirt, and almost like this type of Canva-like poster, which they did really good. You also have a diagram for the photorealistic portrait evaluation, where of course Seedream beats out everybody, but these are more older models. Only the newest model they have is Ideogram 3.0 on here, but they don't have the newest Midjourney, nor do they have ChatGPT on here. But it still beats out Ideogram 3.0 when it comes to realistic photos. And as you see here, they have the realistic photos for each of the models, and they do look pretty good, I will say so myself. But none of these actually look horrible. I definitely Seedream 3.0 and Ideogram 3.0 look really good. There's some more portraits from people with higher resolutions, and they all look pretty good. This person holding the sparkler, and even this woman down below to the far right seeing the stars, it all looks good. Even the details on them are really good. But here's a big one. They went head to head with Seedream 3.0 against ChatGPT 4.0 for a head-to-head comparison. You see this image right here? They have a comparison of text rendering, the top for Seedream 3.0 and bottom for ChatGPT 4.0, where they have this person writing on a freaking table, or not a table, a freaking dry erase board and on a window, and they look like this is some type of stone tablet. There's another comparison of image edit from left to right. The original image Seed Edit 1.6, ChatGPT 4.0, and Gemini 2.0. So that was a comparison against other models just to see how it ranks. And of course, ChatGPT 4 looks really good, but Gemini 2.0 actually doesn't look too bad itself. I may need to start using Gemini a little bit more. Did another comparison edit from left to right of the original image. They said C edit and ChatGPT top. Middle prompt is in Chinese, so I couldn't read that. And then you see Merry Christmas. Then it says bottom is just some Chinese again. So you see basically it has C edit and ChatGPT 4.0, which looks pretty good. And this is just a left to right comparison from Seedream 3.0 and the right side being ChatGPT 4.0. So you see the people like around like a fruit stand. They both look pretty good. It seems like ChatGPT 4.0 is doing a cartoon version of it. They didn't have the prompt here, but it still looks pretty good. Even like with flying car, it does seem like ChatGPT did have more of a animated perspective versus Seedream. Even with the girl with the colorful eyes, ChatGPT did the same thing. But with the guy kind of flexing their muscle, like their arm, they both look pretty good. I do think the ChatGPT had more like, it does make it look a little bit more crisp. But I don't know why it seems like ChatGPT is choosing to do more of animation, even with this girl kicking in the air. You got to give it a Seedream there, because the GPT 4.0, like, them is not even holding the sword. But both of them look good when they're holding the dog, though. You can't hate on the dog pics, right? All in all, this model is kicking a lot of butt. And I like that we're getting better and better image generators, because we got a lot of video generators, but I was kind of nervous that they're going to leave kind of image generators behind in the dust because everybody's only making videos. But tell me what you think. Do you think Seedream 3.0 is really that good? And if you want me to go live or do another video just on me testing out Seedream, comment down below live or part 2, and I would definitely do it. If you you want to keep up with the latest and greatest AI news, you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dex Not Dexter out.